My name is Amanda. Science is my favorite subject in Miss Adams' kindergarten class because we have fun doing experiments. My mother likes to hear about our science lessons when she picks me up at school. Today in science class, we read a story called What Makes a Rainbow? Then my teacher made a rainbow for us on the ceiling with the light from her overhead projector and a big, clear, triangle-shaped container of water called a water prism. We found colors of the rainbow everywhere, on CDs, on some slides with plastic in the middle, and on bubbles. I know a lot about rainbows now, but I still have some questions. Can I catch a rainbow and hold it? Where do the colors come from? Why can't we see rainbows all the time? Are there any rules for seeing rainbows? You certainly do have a lot of questions about rainbows, my mother said. We'll visit Miss Emmy at the library on our way home today. Maybe we can find books to help us learn more about rainbows. I love to go to the library on Story Hour Day when Miss Emmy, our librarian, reads stories to us. I need to ask Miss Emmy if she has any books about rainbows. Why, I certainly do know a wonderful book about rainbows, said Miss Emmy. In fact, I'm going to be reading a book called Prism, the Rainbow Pony during Story Hour today. It has the most beautiful pictures of rainbows I've ever seen. We'll have a special visitor after the story to make some rainbow banners for next week's Rainbow Parade. I like to sit close to the front during Story Hour so I can see all the pictures. Maybe I can ask the special visitor some rainbow questions after the story. Miss Emmy's story began with a little girl seeing beautiful stripes of color across the sky after a rainstorm. When the little girl in the story asked, "What is that beautiful thing made out of stripes of colors?" I whispered, "It is a rainbow." Miss Emmy smiled and turned the page. On the next page, a beautiful silvery white pony appeared. I was amazed to see the colors of his mane were in the exact pattern we saw at school. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. There was a band of colors at the top of his mane near his ears. The violet band of color was at the bottom of his mane near his back. His long flowing tail was also in the rainbow pattern. Suddenly the lights went low, and Miss Emmy turned on the overhead projector to show us a rainbow on the ceiling with the water prism as she continued reading the story. It seemed like the white pony flew in on Miss Emmy's rainbow as she turned to the next page. The rainbow pony gave a small whinny of amusement as he began to speak. "Hello, my name is Prism, the rainbow pony. As you can see, my mane and tail are the same pattern of colors that you see in the rainbow." Amanda noticed that the pony's mane was the same as the triangular-shaped container of water on Miss Emmy's overhead, and she wondered why. Prism held up a picture of a rainbow and began to tell the children all about rainbows. "A rainbow is beautiful," he said, "but it's really a system made of 3 parts: light, drops of water, and the eyes of a person looking for a rainbow. In fact, you can only catch a rainbow with your eyes." On the next page, the rainbow pony showed a picture of the parts of a rainbow system and explained each part. "A rainbow is formed by light. All of the colors are in the light. Most of the time, light looks white, like my white coat. We can't see the colors unless something causes the light to bend and separate into the colors of red, orange, yellow, green, and violet. Light can be bent into the rainbow colors by things such as bubbles, CDs, special plastics, and prisms. I was named after the science tool called a prism. A prism is shaped like a triangle and is clear. A famous scientist named Isaac Newton discovered many years ago that prisms cause white light to change into a pattern of rainbow colors. I was glad to have my questions answered and to find out why the pony's name was Prism. I saw raindrops on the next page, just as Miss Emmy read the little girl's last question, why don't we see rainbows every time it rains? I am glad you asked that question, said Prism the rainbow pony. The parts of a rainbow system have to be in a special order to work. If a part of the rainbow system is missing, you won't be able to see a rainbow. There are rules to follow when looking for a rainbow. Stand with the sun behind you and water drops in front of you when looking for rainbows. The best time to look for a rainbow is early in the morning or late in the day after a rainstorm. The water drops can also be from rain, a sprinkler, or a water fountain. Rainbows always appear opposite from the sun. You cannot see a rainbow by looking into the sun, and it is not good for your eyes to do so. Prism thanked us for the courteous behavior during story hour and galloped off toward the next rainbow. I can't wait to borrow the book so I can see him again. After the story, a special guest, Miss Neal, helped us make paper plate rainbows. We decorated our plates with rainbow pictures and crepe paper streamers in the colors of a rainbow. Of course, mine was very beautiful because I drew a picture of Prism, the rainbow pony, on the plate. I can hardly wait for the rainbow parade after story hour next week. It will be really special of a day because it's going to be my birthday. The light shining in the window woke me up very early on the morning of my birthday. When I went downstairs, I saw a beautiful toy pony on the kitchen table. He had a soft white coat and a mane and tail of rainbow colors. Can you guess what I named him? My mother let me take Prism to school to show my friends and to the library to show Miss Emmy. She brought rainbow sprinkled cupcakes and rainbow sherbet for my party at school so I could have a rainbow birthday party. But best of all, Miss Emmy and all of my friends asked me to lead the rainbow parade at the library. Guess who led the parade with me? Prism, the rainbow pony.